Next question, and that's related to binomial expansion. So the previous question was related to quadratic equation chapter. Now find the term independent of x in each of the following expansion. Two expansions in given a and b, and in each case we have to find out the term independent of x. So at first, for question A, we are going to write down the general term in any expansion. So the general term, is going to be, you know that, NCR. Then first term, the power will be n minus r. Then the last term, 2 divided by x squared, and here the power will be r. So now what we are going to do, we are going to simplify it, and we have to keep x in a single form. So NCR 3 to the power n minus r, x to the power n minus r, 2 to the power r, and x to the power minus 2r. Because when we are going to move that x squared from the denominator position to the numerator position, the power will be definitely negative. Okay, so the value of n is 6 actually. So 6CR 3 to the power 6 minus r, x to the power, we are going to combine this two term. So it's gonna be 6 minus thrice r. Now for term independent of x, that means the x related term cannot be here. So the power of x has to be 0 here, right? Otherwise we are not going to get a term. So for getting the term independent of x, the power of x has to be 0. X to the power 0 is 1. So x to the power 6 minus 3r equals to x to the power 0. 6 minus 3r equals to 0. So r equals to 2. So if the value of r is 2, then this general term will be the term independent of x. So let's put back the value of r here for getting the term independent of x. So the term independent of x is 4860. So now let's move on to question B. Now here we also have to find out the term independent of x, but here we can see that with the previous expression there is another 1 minus x cubed. So we have to find out the term independent of x as a whole. Okay. So now think about it. So in the first expression, 3x plus 2 by x squared to the power 6, we have got 4860 as the term independent of x. Now let's write down the general term here, general term of expansion of the first expression. So that 6CR 3 to the power 6 minus r, x to the power 6 minus 3r, and 2 to the power r. Now, as already we have got 4860 as the term independent of x for this expression, and if that 4860 is multiplied by 1, then it will still remain a term independent of x. That's one thing. And another thing is, if you consider the value of r as 3, so in that case the power of x will be minus 3, and when you are going to multiply this expression with x cubed, so the overall result will be independent of x. Okay, so let's consider r equals to 3. So 6C3 3 to the power 3, x to the power minus 3, and 2 to the power 3 multiplied by minus x. So this term will also be a term independent of x, because x to the power minus 3 and x cubed, it's going to be canceled out, right? So the overall result is going to be 486. So the final answer will be 5.